All right, here we are on another exciting edition of Gear Time. Of course, Nick is with us. Thanks for coming in.
Yeah, absolutely. Good to be here.
We are talking about Canon cameras today, and of course, we spent a little time in our last episode talking about the C100s, and now we're going to spend a little time giving the XC15 a little attention. Yeah. I love this camera. I really like it. I know, I know, but I love it. What do you think of it?
So it's very much in the line of the little brother to the C100.
Sure.
And so it doesn't have a changeable lens, so you're kind of stuck with what's on it, which in some cases can be a good thing, other cases maybe a bad thing. It has a smaller sensor than the C100. It's a 1-inch sensor, but that's still a lot bigger than cameras from 10 years ago.
Sure.
And it does shoot 4K, but I think the 4K quality on this is about as sharp as the 1080 on a C100.
Right.
So it's not quite as sharp as you'd like. And I think it's a really good, you're talking about an A camera or a B camera. I think this is a great C camera.
This is a C camera. When we first looked at something like this, I thought it would be great for our intern program, for student producers to be going out in the field collecting B-roll and putting together news stories. And I love our intern program, and I really thought the XC15 would be a good fit for that. Or, like you said, other projects where we were shooting 4K, perhaps on a C200 or the C300 shooting 4K, and this would be, as you said, the C camera. But in the 4K realm, that's not going to work as the C camera, perhaps.
Yeah, I mean, I think it works well if your final product is 80 or 90% C300, and then the last 5% are just a couple shots. No one's going to notice a difference there.
Right.
But if you are setting up like an interview and you have this as your B camera shooting 4K to a C300 also shooting 4K, there's definitely not the sharpness that you would expect based on the other camera.
Well, another thing about the XC15 is that I like to go to my son's baseball games and I like to shoot some video. And I have, in the past, believe it or not, gotten in a little trouble for taking gear out of the Mosier Media collection and then shooting water skiing or karaoke at the farm or baseball. And here's how it goes with the XC15. Here's why I like it. You can get a little tripod like this. I have this in the trunk of my car, and let's say I have that in the car with me. It can ride around with me. Now, I don't want anything to get stolen or anything to happen, but I think if I lose one of these, certainly that's going to sting, but it's not going to be the same thing as if I have the C300 or a C100 or something, and that gets into trouble in the back of the car.
Yeah, and the other great thing about this is it's an all-in-one package. The lens is built in. It's a 24-200 lens, so you really don't need anything else. So you just need the camera and a battery and a card, and you're ready to go. Unlike with a C300 or C100, where you're going to need multiple lenses to cover all the focal lengths and that kind of thing. It's a nice all-in-one package. And
you have one in your personal collection.
I do.
And a little bit of regret in purchasing it, or how did?
No, I like it. It works well for what I use it for. I think compared to something like, say, a Panasonic GH5, which is about the same price as this, I don't know that this is what I would pick, but this is certainly a lot easier to use than a GH5. So if you want to hand it to an intern or a producer just to grab a few shots here and there, I think it's a nice camera.
What about a guy that's maybe 44, owned a video production company for 26 years, but maybe in the last 10 years or so hasn't shot a whole lot of professional video for clients, been more of the sales side, and then you come back and you want to shoot some video. Maybe some of these new cameras are kind of lots of buttons.
Yeah.
So I will admit, don't tell anybody. This will just be between you and I. But one thing I like about this camera is I feel like I can just take it out and hit the button, and I got some great video, even though maybe I don't really know what I'm doing.
Yeah, it's certainly
just between you and I.
It's certainly a lot easier to set up and use than pretty much any of the other cameras we have. Again, that does come with the ceiling in terms of the best quality you can get out of it. It's certainly a lot lower than with any of our other cameras, but a shot from this that's in focus and well exposed is better than a shot with a C100 that's out of focus, not well exposed because someone doesn't know how to use it. So there's always that factor.
The final thought on the Canon XC15, one of the first things that we did with this camera was use it as a wide angle in Christmas carpool karaoke. And one thing that surprised me was how nice the audio was. A lot of the audio from that recording was made with the recording was taken from the audio taken from that microphone. It sounded great.
Yeah, so it has this nice little XLR unit on top. You can take that on or off. And I don't think this mic came with it. I think we bought this separately. But you can get professional audio into this, which obviously is a huge deal.
That is, and certainly if students are doing some journalism style projects and you need the ability to interview and do audio and stuff, this is a great camera. All right, that's been our discussion about the XC15. thanks for coming in,
Absolutely.
providing your thoughts on it, and thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.